Hi y'all, welcome back to my PCOS VSG journey. So it's been a minute checking in. So here's my stats, okay? I am approaching 3 years post-op VSG hiatal hernia repair this coming May, towards the end of May. And for those of you who ask, like I usually have all my stats in the description box below. I am 5'4", 5'3.5". And I am weighing in at 194 pounds as of this morning. The scale is finally moving for me. So things were going in the opposite direction, which I did not like. It wasn't necessarily like I didn't like what I saw in the mirror, because trust me, everything still fits. I just noticed that I needed to build my muscle back, get back into working out, fix these arms. Actually, I had some weight like go to my arms. Wasn't really loving that. And I feel like I've picked up some weight in my hips and thighs. But anyways, I'm approaching this July 1 year post-op tummy tuck loose skin removal, which is amazing. Everything's going great. My scar, it's taking time. It's not getting like, I don't think it's like a huge difference, honestly. But if I keep going with the oils that I use, and I pick an oil or a lotion, I really don't go with anything specific. I do have some scar gel. I forget the brand of it, but I don't really think it's actually effective, honestly, if if I'm being real. I think it's just over time going to be something that has to lighten up. So that's pretty much what's going on with me, just focusing on being back in weight loss mode, because I've spent quite a bit of time not really focusing on that and really just chilling. But I've gotten to the point where I promised myself that I wasn't gonna see 200 pounds again. Like, I'm not gonna look at the scale and have the number start with a 2. Now, I usually preach that, hey, don't worry about that number, don't worry about that number. But for me, it's concerning only because it's too close to 200 for my comfort. And I liked how I felt in the 170s. 180s also, but I really want to focus on getting back to the 170s. From there, establish where I want to go. But I'm already making progress because I was up to like 196 or whatever. So I made it down to 194. But here's some things that I've been doing. So just to dive right into it, hope everyone is doing amazing, hitting their goals. It's been a long time since I've been back on my channel, but just know I'm not leaving. I'm still here. So this is what's up. I had some great comments shared with me on Instagram, and some folks were telling me that they were back into intermittent fasting, which I've done in the past. But it had me thinking, when I was in weight loss mode, like my first year post-op into my second year even, I really wasn't eating until around noon, 1 o'clock each day. But I've noticed, like, I've tried to switch it up because I watched a video and it talked about you should have food in your system before you have your coffee. And I was like, oh my gosh, let me start switching this up. And I got used to eating earlier and earlier. I would break my fast almost like immediately upon waking up. And I feel like that does have some impact. So I have, been pushing myself to wait later in the day to eat my first meal, and focusing on the fact that that first meal or bit of food, whatever, it needs to be high protein. I'm not measuring my stuff. If you know me, like, I really am not a fan of measuring things or tracking and calculating macros and all that. But I did have a little conversation with myself about how I'm not getting enough protein in, and that needs to be a focus. So I am doing high protein meals, protein snacks, and upping my water too. That was always water. I tell you till I'm blue in the face that is key. And me, like, I, need to take my own advice. So I did a really basic B kind of thing. And I bought the Stanley Cup, okay? The 40-ounce tumbler. So yes, I'm one of those. But let me tell you about that cup. Like, it is magical in the fact that you will drink more. It comes with me everywhere and anywhere. And I'm constantly getting like double my water that like I'm used to getting. So good investment if you ask me. But anyways, it's a great cup, good quality. I do love it. Also another thing, I'm not drinking like ice water or anything. So when I am drinking my water, I recently bought these new packets of like electrolytes mixes. One of them is made with like all stevia and it's like no artificial flavoring or whatever, and it's like tropical. I'll put the brand in the description box below because it's like all the way across my room here. So I started doing that and just trying to be up on my hydration like in general. So I'm doing about 80 ounces of water a day. So that's 2 rounds of my Stanley Cup, okay? And sometimes a little bit more. But that was the personal goal that I had for myself, was to drink two servings of that cup. Like, so, and it's easier for me to look at it that way, like fill the cup twice. Like I should be going through that serving twice a day. So that's been a big change for me. And last night I did like meal prep, and I'm really focusing on sticking to my meal prep. You guys know I talk about that endlessly, about having your options ready. This is how you will be successful. So when hunger strikes, you have a high protein option ready to go. So the other night I made turkey cheddar cups. Basically it's ground turkey, cheddar. I put some green bell pepper, red onion in it, seasonings of choice, 2 eggs, and mix that all together. And then put a serving in each like cupcake mold and just made cheddar cups that way. So super high protein. I ate that first thing to break my fast around noon. So good, super good, even with hot sauce, like it's just even better. So highly recommend things like that. I did overnight oats, put a scoop of protein powder in it of choice. The only protein powder that I rock with is Undri. I just love them. The taste is amazing. So that came out really, really great. And I don't really consume a whole lot of dairy, but I did add Greek yogurt, the triple zero, something like that. I forget the brand of that one. Starts with a K or an O, one of those. You'll know it if you're in the grocery store. Once again, put that down here. But it's high in protein. That's one of the highest Greek yogurt protein counts. So I went ahead and put that in there. So that's another thing I've been eating. And then I meal prepped some taco meat made it with ground turkey, taco seasoning, and got low carb tortillas by Mission. Not my favorite, but just another, option. So you can put that over like a salad or, make burritos. I also have corn tortillas, which I allow myself to have. And that way I have all different ways of eating it. So that's this week's meal prep. And just curving my sweet tooth, also getting back into having some of the only Quest product that I actually really like are their cookies, like the protein cookies. So I found myself eating one of those the other day, and the peanut butter protein balls, which I've talked about on here before, but just go ahead and type peanut butter protein balls, something of that nature, in Google or Pinterest. You'll get so many recipes, and they're really quick and easy, but that's how I get over my sweet tooth. Also Cool Whip with sugar-free Jell-O mixed together, and eat that with, my favorite is pineapple, with sugar-free cheesecake Jell-O packet into Cool Whip Light. Mix that up, okay? And then eat that with pineapple. It tastes like pineapple upside down cake. I'm not kidding you, like so good. So these are the things that I have going on. I started rowing a whole lot more. So if you don't know, I own a rower. It's by Ergata, and I follow their workouts. And my rule to myself was like at least 15 minutes a day. Weather has been getting so nice that I've been outside a lot more and doing like walks, just regular walking. A couple times I've done like a little bit of jogging in between, a walk run, if you please. And getting back into weights, getting back into my kettlebell swings, that kind of thing. And for a while I felt like the scale just wasn't moving at all. And I think, what needed to change was waiting a little longer to break my fast. and focusing on that high protein meals and snacks. Like, it just has to be a lot higher. I realized like I really wasn't getting in a whole lot of protein after everything was said and done. So that is the focus, and always the water, always the water. I feel like I had the water, but the scale was still not moving. It was so frustrating because I just felt like I couldn't break my stall, and I'm like, I'm following my own advice, doing the basics, but I really underestimated the protein. The protein is super important when you're trying to drop that fat and hang on to that muscle and everything. So I am putting all those things in motion, and it's going well. Like, I'm already seeing some progress. I'm motivated. I have everything prepped, ready to go. Nobody's allowed to invite me out to eat because I ain't going, because I have food cooked. So yeah. But anyways, that's the update with me, y'all. Everything's going good. I don't have anything else going on, no procedures, no nothing. So this summer is really exciting for me because I'm not going to be recovering from any surgery. I don't have none of that coming up. Like, I'm good. I'm just going to enjoy the beach weather and, continue to get shredded because honestly, I've been loving the results of my stomach. I don't know if I can show on here. Stomach. This is where we are at. The belly button, it looks amazing. I'm so happy with the results from my surgeon. Like, he just did the best job. So yeah, I'm excited to wear my bikinis this summer and just live life. So anyways, guys, that's my update. I will see you on the next one. Hope everyone's doing well and getting ready for summer. A summer body is your body, but you have time now if you want to start, getting a little extra ready. Anyways, hope you guys are doing great. If you just had surgery, I, wish you the best. Take it 1 hour at a time in the beginning, then 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month. And just remember always why you're doing what you're doing. I tell everybody that. Everybody always asks, like, what's the advice you have? That's it. Like, remember your reason why, because those tough moments are going to be much easier to get through if you remember and hang on to why you're doing it. Anyways, I'm going to go now before this becomes a super long video, and I will see you all on the next one. Take care. Bye.